Hey you guys, Keto Diamond, not a keto video. For the purpose of this video, I am Joni, the happy selector, or happy selectors. It's on eBay. It's a thing. Anyway, you guys, we're going to talk about ReSeller real fast, and of course in a little bit I'm going to do a keto video because I got to work tomorrow. Anyway, happy to have a paycheck, not super happy for hot steel toes, okay? It's just what it is. Alright, so all that being said, we're going to talk about resale. Now, for those of you who don't know, after I got laid off in February, I started this whole reselling thing. Hubby is doing it right now, and I'm, of course, helping out still. So, this is my first weekend back to work. I worked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 12-hour shifts. So, I was a tired girl. But on Monday, I still got up and went with my husband to a sale in Wilkes County and a sale in Lexington. Now, he went to the weekend sales by himself while I went to work, and we're both tired. We're both really tired. However, yesterday and today we didn't do any selling because there's no good places to sell on Wednesday and Thursday. But, you know, it is what it is, and hopefully one day we'll find everything we need. But we're still learning in this whole process. So, been at it 4 or 5 months. I think, well, like, I marked the days, so we've done this for 42 days as far as going out and selling. And of course, I'm putting stuff on eBay. You didn't hear that? Well, that was sexy. I put a lot of stuff on eBay, and we're just really working at it. Now, right now, profit margins for that is very, very slim, which of course made it necessary for me to go back to work as quick as possible, because I like to be able to stop and get gas when I need it. Today, I did get my first paycheck from working. It was only for 21 hours, which, you know, it was a pretty decent paycheck. I was happy with it, but I paid a bill, got some gas, and a few little groceries, and broke again. But that's all right. By the way, I want to thank Michelle, or Shelly. She hooked the girl up with some Epsom salt, and I was very happy. As trash bags, a few other things, but that's that point. It was very helpful. Took a long Epsom salt bath this morning. Gonna have to do it again because my ankle is still killing me. It doesn't really feel like where I dropped the cup on it. It's actually on the other side. So I think maybe it's the steel toe shoes I was wearing. I went hunting for my other pair, which I do have. Wore them the other week. I can't find them. I managed to hide them from myself. Probably because I wanted to, but anyway, I gotta locate those because I think those are better ankle support. Perhaps that's the issue. I don't really know. I did injure that ankle. I did drop a metal cup on that ankle and did bruise it, but it kind of aches on the other side. It just aches in general, and it may be from dropping the cup, maybe from standing with no good support. Started to buy an ankle thing today, and I thought, well, I'll wait till tomorrow, so we'll see. I should have probably done it today, since I got to work tomorrow for 12 hours. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, again, reselling. So we're trying, we're working on it. I found some really cool things. I'm going to show you some of the things I found, some of the things that haven't yet got posted, because I have a ton of stuff here. And then some of the things that sold. So sit back, chill. There was more things that sold because I didn't record them all. I wish I had, because I was doing that, but sometimes like it sells and you have to get it out pretty quickly and you just don't have time, especially if you're me. It seems like I managed to fill my time completely. You're hitting the nose. I'm tired. That man ain't right in here. Loving my dude, but he ain't right in here. Are they ever, though, when you've been married for 25 years? Really? Alright, so let me show you some of this cool stuff. Come on. You want to hug me? A little bit hug, baby. Come on. Alright, so I kind of hate when this happens. This little glass looks perfect. There's no like nicks or anything, no scratches. The paint's great. See, like right up here at the top of her head where she's missing a chunk of paint. I mean, it looks like it came like that, to be honest with you. But I looked at the other bears, the other glasses like this one, and it's fully painted in. I don't know if it's like at some point it got chipped off or what. I'm still going to post them, but I'm just going to, tell people about the damage or the dot area. I just wanted to show y'all this really pretty, I think it's a votive holder that I got. The bottom is clear, but you have to hold it at a certain angle to see it. It's beautiful. It's Murano inspired. One person on Etsy listed this as a cookie jar because they have like a terracotta lid, and it doesn't look like it goes to this at all. And not even a small hand's going to fit in there. I don't have very big hands, so it wouldn't hold many cookies. It's not. Somebody listed it as a vase. There's the only two I could find online. And maybe it's a vase. You could put flowers and stuff in there. But I still think it's a votive or a tea light holder. That's what it looks like to me. What do you think? Because that's what I listed it as. And Murano has made many red glass, the ruby red glass things with the clear glass case. It's not marked, so I can't say it's Murano. It's just inspired by them at very least. But that sucker is so pretty. It's 4 3/4 tall. It's nice. Alright, so I kind of got this at the flea market, not really knowing what it was. I knew it was a ruler. I knew it had pennies in it. I thought it would be great for like eBay items so people could judge both the size, through measurements, and from like having a penny beside of it, you see how big something is. But this is a 1977 lucite ruler, and this in itself sold on eBay recently for $15. So that's kind of cool. I paid $4 for it. It's more than I really wanted to pay, but I thought it was really, really neat. And like I said, I bought it to use to show measurement. So it's probably just going to be one of those items I use and not sell. But it's neat that it has a value. And it's neat that it's from 1977. Even the pennies are from 1977. So it's cool. It's super cool. I like it. This is another recent acquire I got to put on eBay. I love them. I actually paid too much for them, I think. But they should sell for around about $35. I paid $10 for them. That's more than, really I'd like to pay. Or $9 because I gave $3 per glass at the flea market. But, I mean, it's Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. I mean, and they're in great condition. They look really good. I don't see anything really. I didn't get the sticker out, the whole sticker out, but I need to clean that. I don't see any condition issues. Everything looks pretty good. Of course, I've missed little nicks and stuff before, but as far as the paint goes on these suckers, they are nice. And of course, nostalgia is really, really getting me. Apparently, this is a set of 4. They should have been a Chipettes glass, a one glass with all the Chipettes on them. Calm down, Jake. But alas, he didn't have that one, but he did have these. Alright, so scratch that. It seems these 3 glasses recently sold for $23. It's not that much of a profit, to be honest with you, but I've got them now, so I might as well sell them for $23. Alright, you guys, so look at this. We've got all these Monster High dolls, and we're going to pop them on eBay because they're worth way more than the flea market wants to do.
It's worth $70.
So yeah, some of them are worth pretty good. And I'll show you the rest of some really cool stuff we got out there in just a second. Alright, so always a different setup. This stuff starts right here. Dollar bin, because I'm being lazy today. And I don't have a lot of room out here. Check this out. A little bit of jewelry and trinket stuff. There's a tea kettle. Fenton, Avon. But check out the female empowerment, guys. So these 2 Wonder Womans, I don't really expect them to sell out here. They're probably going to go on eBay because they're selling for $15 each. And that's what we're going to ask for them out here. Hey, even at a flea market, at least you don't have to pay shipping. And then the queen right there on the horse, she's going for $30. They've got their weapons, so that's their prices. The other ones are different prices and cheaper, but tell me that's not a female empowerment lineup right there. Got some here too. Star Wars though, and then you got a little bit of everything. Plus Big Supergirl, I probably should move her. I got that for $1 or $2, and I put a battery in it, and it works. And it's a locket, a desk clock locket. You guys, I have to show you something really, really pretty. I don't even know if my video is doing it justice, but check this little thing out. It is a desk clock locket from Timex. It's pretty old. They're vintage. I have replaced the battery in this, and I wish I knew that the back of the battery told you, the back of the battery pack told you the age of the piece, because I don't want to pull the back off. But it's so pretty. It's got the little plasticky piece, the frame, the movement is made in Japan, and the case is made in China. But it's really, really cute. So I just listed this on eBay. I don't remember what I paid for it. It was somewhere between $1 and $3, and I replaced the battery too, so that's, you know, about another $1. They're not going for a whole lot. About 15 bucks is the most I've seen one sell for. So that's what I posted it for. Again, not much profit in it, but it's so pretty. Look at these. These are Blinko candle holders. Like the ice hockey puck kind of deals. And they're really cool because they hold, like, you know, a stick candle, and you can turn them over and they hold a Votive very well. If I find the Votive I had, it holds it very even, doesn't go anywhere. Super cool. So I've already posted these on eBay just a second ago. I like them, man. Those are super cool. Some of these companies make some awesome things. Very textured too. Very cool looking. Y'all, look how cute. I mean, I didn't even have to read the date on the bottom to know this was sometime in the 80s, which of course it is. 1988 from MM. Probably a project piece, I suppose. Somebody painted it and designed it. They've got these great, like a fake floral arrangement on there with a ribbon. Of course, like I said, you don't have to look hard to know this is from the 80s. It's a ceramic basket that holds stuff. Oh, if I don't break it. Huh. It's got holes in the lid. I wonder if it was some kind of planter or something. Also finally got my little Droopy Dog posted. I just put $12.99 on him because stuff like that seems to be going for about $12.99. I really like him. And of course he's got that slightly green tint to him, so when you put him under a black light, he's got like a, not like a bright glow or anything, but like a green hue on the inside of him. And I call him Droopy because he looks like a happier version of Droopy, with them big old ears and that big old bulbous nose. He's just cute. Nice glass paperweight, very vintage. Oh man, cool. I love this plate. I really do. It says believe in goodness. And I've got a cup that matches it. I don't even think I have posted the cup yet. But I've got the cup that matches from Cracker Barrel. Both of them, plate and cup. I think it's be a really cute little thing together, especially for a single person or somebody who just really wants their own little coffee plate and cup. Coffee cup and plates. I just like it. I really like the pattern. I really like the green edges. And the message, of course, believe in goodness. What could be better? Check this out, y'all. It is a Dale Earnhardt genuine leather wallet. A man's wallet. I can't open it with one hand. Nice and clean, NASCAR. Now look, I'm probably not putting this on eBay. I actually bought this for the flea market. Mostly because men will stop and look at our wallets more than women will. And it's very hard for me to find a good man's wallet used. Because you men folk, y'all like to wear a wallet slap ass out before you get rid of it. And I don't blame you. I get it. But I can't find them used, is just what I'm saying. It's really hard to find a decent looking wallet that's used. And I kind of wanted to have a couple more men's wallets out there so that men folk, you know, can have something to actually find in that box when they stop and look. And they do. Let's see. Yeah, we got 2 billfold sections. It's hard to show y'all and open it because I've got short little dinosaur arms. I got T-Rex arms, okay, folks? Don't pick on me. But that's a nice wallet. It's actually in pretty good shape. Huh, I found a decent man's wallet. Secondhand. And somebody might not have actually even used it, to be honest with you. Might have been just something they displayed or something. I don't really know. And if you see my dirty fingernails, understand that I'm always for doing stuff, and I can wash my hands 500 times a day and clean them. They still dirty. Never mind. So I just looked on eBay, had to check. One that's a little bit dirtier than this actually sold for $20 on eBay, used. So $5 flea market, $20 eBay. Let's go $20 eBay. If it don't sell, you can go out to the flea market and go for $5. I just posted that Earnhardt wallet like 20 minutes ago. 5 views, 1 watcher. Just got an offer through the email for $14. But since I just put this up here, I think we're going to let it ride for a little while before we accept that daggone offer. Because it has sold for $20 on eBay, so we're going to see. Alright, so I changed my mind about a few things. I'm prepping some things to go to market because they're going to be a hard sell on eBay, and in person people can see any flaws they might have. Kind of kills me for this to be a $10 set, but it's beautiful and hopefully it'll sell. If not, if he wants to take 5 or 6, I don't care. But it does have some cracks in the glaze in both the cup and the plate. Nothing bad, superficial, but putting it on eBay, I might end up getting it back, and I don't want to do all that. At the flea market, they can see it in person and decide if the itty bitty teeny tiny chip that I don't see now is a problem for them. Where is the chip? I know I saw the tiniest chip because I mentioned it right there. Literally the tiniest chip. It's not even a chip really, it's just some glaze missing. But I don't know. Anyway, they do have a few cracks. I think I showed y'all. It's not cracks, it's cracks in the glaze. But I don't know. I think it'd be better at flea market probably. And then this, I can't find anything like it on eBay. I mean, I might get $10, $15 out of it. Might not. It's a ceramic, little basket. But I figured $3, at least I get my money back, plus a little bit of change. I think I paid $1.07 for it, so $3 would be alright. Alright, since I didn't show you all the stuff we sold this week, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. But also, I'm going to tell you some eBay pitfalls that I fell into this week. One of them was my fault. The other was maddeningly BS. But first, let's do this. So that Earnhardt wallet, I went ahead and accepted the offer for $14. You have like a 24-hour period to accept the offer. I waited it out. There was no new views, no new offers. So I went ahead and took the $14. Not bad. And it's going to be an easy ship too. You can drop that in an envelope, like a bubble wrap envelope. And that was cool. That little glass bunny I showed y'all a little while back, where I couldn't really figure out who made it or anything, but it was a very good quality bunny. So he sold for $10.50. Can't see that good. Not a bad sale price. I've already shipped him out. Then I sold a Pokemon that my husband bought at a discount shop, but it was worth a little bit more. We paid $15 for it, sold it for $25. It's not really a lot of profit, especially when you consider box and wrapping and the gas to ship it and all that good stuff. But it was a 12-inch Epic Battle movable Lugia? Lugia? If you know anything about Pokemon, you might know. I don't. I didn't know that one. Anyway, I know who Snorlax is, Pikachu, Squirtle, Charizard, Charmander. I know those. But it's been many, many years since I've seen an episode of Pokemon. Because my son is 25. And Zach don't care too much about it. He does have a lot. Sold a beautiful, beautiful, but small jewelry box. Very, very nice. Very clean. Looks like it never really even been opened much. With a cardinal on it. I think it was 2 cardinals, a red one and a white one. Very beautiful. Sold a tiny little blue-green Matchbox car. Let's see if I can see what it says. It was a Maverick, a 1971 Maverick Matchbox car for $7. Again, easy ship. Toss it into a bubble wrap envelope. Good to go. I'd still like to put them in little boxes if I could inside the envelope, because, a little extra protection on the wheels. Don't want it to get crushed or anything like that. And then I sold a tall blue bottle for $14. Paid like $2 for it, I think, maybe $3. And this weird Cracker Barrel. This is the only Cracker Barrel item I've sold. Even though I like them, I tend to pick them up and shouldn't anymore because I don't really sell them. But it was a candy dish, a Halloween candy dish of a spider with his little legs up and his eyes googly. It's cute. Sold him for $11. Nothing special. I think I paid $2 for it. Can't remember. $2.14. You got to remember these prices are plus tax, or should be plus tax. Sold a marble vase, very heavy sucker, for $30. Paid either $2 or $3 for it. And oh, this one was nice. I showed y'all some of those geese things that I'd gotten. A big tote, free of charge, with all kinds of like 1980s vintage geese duck things. I always thought they were ducks with bows, but whatever. There were 2 small oval picture frames with those geese in them, and I sold them, and like I said, I got them for free, so pure profit. I mean, except for the shipping and all that, but well, except for the packaging and all that. Buyer pays shipping for me because I'm not doing that. But it was $11.99, $12 for that. So some of the stuff out of that box. That's not bad. The big items that I got on a separate thing with those on it that hasn't sold, but it gets a lot of interest. So maybe one day. I'm not sure if I told y'all about this, but I sold the caviar dish, really ornate caviar dish, silver plated, and you lift the lid and it's got this little glass tray. I showed y'all when I bought that a little while back. I think we paid $3 for it. Sold it for $20. And now, also, by the way, when I say I sold it for $20, eBay takes 13.25% out of that $20, so I don't really get $20 either, and plus box and all that. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but that's how it goes. Now let's talk a couple pitfalls that really just irritate me. One of them, again, completely my fault. I did it. I took a clock to be shipped, and I wrapped it in just like a single layer of bubble wrap, put it in a box. Normally they like to put extra stuff and packaging around it. Well, it was a different lady. She took it, she just kind of sealed it up just the way I had it. I was like, I should say something. Ooh, that's not going to be enough packaging in there. And I didn't, because I didn't want to make waves. And it's my fault, understand, no matter what, because I'm the one responsible for it, you know. Anyway, the clock did not arrive in good condition, needless to say. And it was like, this was loose in the packaging. The fellow I talked to was super, super nice. I had one that was very similar, a little bit different. The one he bought was round. I had an octagon, but it was the same wooden frame shade, and he thought that that would go lovely in his log cabin, so he let me send him a replacement. Now, that's a good thing. The problem is it costs quite a bit of money to make that little bit of money, and ended up kind of getting a little negative to it for it. So I think I sold that clock for $15. The clock I had to replace it with, I had paid $8 for it plus a battery, plus I had to pay the shipping. So I kind of lost out on that deal. And then the other one, the maddening one. So I got this DVD set. It's Bugs Bunny DVDs. It's like 300 and some cartoons. And, you know, a lot of them are vintage cartoons. All of the ones I watched out of it were vintage cartoons. So the graphics are not going to be perfect. Even if they digitally enhance it and all that, you can still tell the difference between yesteryear's graphics and today's graphics. Well, I sold it. It shipped. It was like $33. Several days later, I get a message talking about these are bootlegged. They were not bootlegged. In fact, they were new. They were sealed. I opened them to watch them. I was hoping my grandkids would sit down and enjoy them with me. They didn't care about them. Again, old graphics. Well, anyway, I don't know if the graphics are the reason he said they were bootleg, but he sent me like, oh, these were supposed to be dual layer DVDs. I'm like, no, they're not. I've looked them up. They're not. They are what they say they are. They are Warner Brothers. They are signed, sealed, delivered. And I mean, I'm like arguing with them, but because of the situation, eBay put my funds on hold. So I just like, you know what, whatever. And I just refunded the money. and sent him a shipping label, which, again, this situation, since I had to refund the money and send him a shipping label, cost me money. Now, I've sold 50 items. That's not a lot, but it's not too little considering I haven't been doing this for a super long time. So I think it's a pretty good thing, although it's not where I want to be. I ever get to where I sell $500 and $600 consistently a week, I'm not wearing steel toes anymore. But that's going to be a long time away because I'm nowhere near that. But, yeah, that situation was a little bit maddening. There's no way all 30-some discs of that were bootlegged. But it's what it is, right? And it was just, it's one of those no-win situations. Now, the person was kind enough to say they're not going to give me a bad review, because they can really hurt you if you get a bad review like that. But at the same time, they weren't bootlegged. They were new in the package. I opened them myself. I know they were good. And yeah, the graphics are kind of crappy, but some of those cartoons are over 40 years old. So, you know, they're not going to look like today's cartoons. They're not going to look like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon or whatever the new thing is right now. But that is highly irritating. Highly irritating. That being said, again, 50 items. Having 2 issues. Not super bad. Not where I want to be, but not super bad. I'd rather be much, much better off, but it's alright. I got these. I gotta show y'all these because these were only $3. Now it's wrapped like this because these are 2 separate glasses, but they're heart shaped and they're meant to, like, I guess for marriage or whatever, for when you get married, a couple celebration. They are so beautiful, and of course they separate. I'm trying to be very careful. I don't want to break them because these glutes, they're not very thick at all. But I only paid $3 for these. I haven't looked them up. I don't know what they're worth, but something tells me these are going to be pretty nice. Maybe not crazy expensive, but I'm thinking they'll probably sell for about $25, somewhere in there. Not sure yet. Pretty cool, but not sure yet. I did go looking about this week, but I found 2 pieces of Fenton. The problem is it was chipped all to hell. I found some beautiful glowy bubble glass, but the plate was cracked almost completely down the center. You sneeze on that plate, it's just gonna fold in on itself. And then it had this little dish, little tiny dish, but the edges around it were cracked and chipped really bad. And I was like, that is so disappointing because those were really, really nice pieces, and they just, yeah, I can't pay for something like that. Oh, so some of the things I haven't been able to sell on eBay. On Tuesday when I went out with my husband to Lexington, I took them with me. And one of them was a beautiful blue Avon Jadeite bottle. Now, Jadeite's actually very expensive and usually very rare. The problem is once they stamped Avon on it, people are like, oh, it's just Avon. And then it like drops the value, which is ridiculous because it was gorgeous. In fact, I wanted to sell it for $100 and it just wouldn't sell. And no matter how far down I dropped it, it just wouldn't sell. So they sell for about $10. I took it out to the flea market, put $10 on it. It sold. I had a couple little milk glass plates I paid $1 a piece for. This was in the beginning, before I knew too much about what I was doing. Just, milk glass, it's old. So I took them out there, and there was another thing, a large, very big glass ashtray, and something else I had $10 on. I forgot what it was. But anyway, I took them out to the flea market, all of them. One dude rushed over, loved these, want them, took them. I was like, all right. And I got top dollar for the blue thing, the Avon bottle, because 10 was about as good as you're going to get on that one. And what the hell was the other thing? I can't remember. Hold on. My husband wrote it down somewhere. Pink something. Pink shoe. It was a Fenton shoe. Those little shoes, and it's Fenton and it was pink. So I thought when I originally bought it was worth good money. But I had it on eBay forever for like $12.99 and no takers, no views, nothing. Turned Turns out that's not the more popular Fenton. But all I knew was Fenton. And all I knew was pink. And it was depression glass. And it was pretty. Just not worth nothing. But I sold it for $10 at the flea market. Like that. Gone. It's like, cool. And I bought... the same guy bought an ashtray from me that I had literally just bought while I was there. This old guy saw me come and he knows me too well. He actually talked me into buying... I had sworn off any and all Avon bottles. But he talked me into buying a full bottle of men's aftershave in an elephant bottle. And I liked it. And he's a sweet little old guy. I need to learn some of these people's names, so I have to call him my little old man. Because that's my little old man. But my little Avon man. Because that's he said he spent many years of his life collecting Avon bottles. And, you know. But he's got tons. I'm telling you. He don't even take them all out. He sits at one table, covers that table. Everything else is in boxes on the ground. You just got to get on your knees and go through. He doesn't just have Avon, but primarily. What was I telling you? But anyway, he had talked me into also buying this 33 or 39 ashtray, which was actually kind of cool shaped. It had a slot that you could set a matchbooks down in. It had these little triangle things that are meant for buttoning out the cigarettes, and it had the little ash compartment. And that other guy bought that right away too. I just paid $3 for it, and he's like, "How much?" I said, $5. I hadn't even looked it up. I don't know what it was worth. Might have been worth $40 as far as I know. But I got $2 out of it instantly, so that's not a bad flip. All right, so I do have to work in the morning. It is getting late, and I need to take myself to bed. So if you guys need anything, or hey, if you're visiting my eBay page, which is down in the description below, and I'd love for everybody to visit it. If nothing else, just look. Maybe it'll give some of the views and get more people in there. I don't really know how it works. Or you might find something cool you want. If you're looking at any of that stuff and you see typos or oopses, or if you think I'm wrong about something, this one thing I actually just posted today, and I posted it as Murano with a question mark behind it. If you have seen something like this and you know what it is, let me know, because I could be wrong on a lot of this stuff. I only know what other people are posting it as, or what it looks like it could be, especially if it's not marked. So if you see some of this stuff and you know more about it than I do, please share, because I'd love to know. I don't want to post something what it's not, but like I said, I put a question mark behind it so people would know I wasn't sure that that's what it was, but that's what the footed part of that pedestal looks like to me. I could be wrong. All right, so check it all out, and let me know if you found anything incredibly amazing. Have you flipped anything lately? And do you enjoy it? Are you doing really, really well at it? I'm not yet. I'm still working on it, but let me know how you're doing. Anyway, much love, many prayers. Bye, y'all.